Hi everyone. I this morning began looking up a bunch of random. Have you ever had that day where you go on YouTube and you look at one thing and then another thing catches your attention, so you go on to that subject and then that subject's not interesting anymore, so you click on another video on related videos, and then boom, you're just in this cycle of seeing new things but not really learning anything. So I stopped and I said, hey, I'll go back to the original thing I was watching and do research only on that and not get distracted. So 0 point energy is the first one, or organ, or something like that. There were 3 videos. One was about 0 point energy, and then another one was about a certain crystal which contained a high frequency to it. And then the other one was kind of just bullshit. But 0 point energy, if you look those videos up, you will see that you can power a car. You can power mostly anything if you know how to with 0 point energy. And the government did try to cover it up. Called the creator of it crazy. And just like they do with everything, if someone creates something like a car that runs on water, the government will hide it and say that that person's crazy. So 0 point energy is pretty much 2 magnets, or for the videos I've seen, they've been magnets. 2 magnets, coil, copper coil, and they aren't very hard or expensive to make. If you have some money, you can make one. All it is a organic generator that if you have enough knowledge of how to do all that, you could hook it up to something like a car or something. Something. Oh, but the main point was I was trying to look up telekinesis in the start. Like, what's a faster way to get telekinesis? And then I found this stupid ass African dude who's like, just buy my pendant. Just buy my pendant. It will give you powers. It will relax you. Oh, it will take away stress. No, actually, that is called the placebo effect. Yeah. Placebo works, but it's because you're making it work, not because the thing actually makes it work. Then I found a video on organite. I think that's what it's called. Organite. Try to look it up. The crystal that apparently has superpowers. No, the guy that created a barrier, he created a box, a 6 foot tall box with only, and I've always wanted to do this to my house, like my future house. I've always wanted to make a room completely out of crystal. Like the walls are just made out of crystal, so I can sit in there and I can meditate. All crystals have frequencies, but apparently the one that he was using, which there is proof to it, worked on people. I swear to God it had the placebo effect because, well, the government shut him down for finding out about that type of energy. And that's the guy that they called crazy. Because he thought of something, he found something out that they didn't want him to know, they didn't want the public to know. Then there was another guy who took that information, renamed it, patented it, and then no one really liked it, and they debunked it millions of times. So 0 point energy exists. It's a real thing that exists. But not enough people know about it for the government to say, hey, I'm going to arrest these people. No, not enough people know about 0 point energy. It's just, think of it this way. You know how you have to pay for gas in a car? You have to pay for the electricity bill. You have to pay for everything that requires power. You need to buy new light bulbs when certain light bulbs go out. What if I said that with 0 point energy, you can power a light bulb, which you can. You can power your house. If you have 5 0 point energy generators, I'm going to call them generators, which you can actually just buy on eBay, you could potentially, depending on the wattage and depending on the amount of power, you could power a car, you could power your electricity of your house. These are things that most people don't know about. Most people are just like, I'm going to pay my bills. I'm going to pay here. I'm going to pay here. I'm going to pay here because I have to make all these payments. One, I'm going to get off subject for a second. You don't have to make those payments. The rich, the elites, they know how the system works and they take advantage of it. You don't have to pay those things. You don't have to pay income tax, for one thing. I love telling people that, and they're like, see, here's the manual where it says in the law that you have to... The law was never passed to pay income tax. It was created, but they never, in the Supreme Court, never passed it. They never passed that law. The elites just said, hey, people are starting to still do it, so let's just take advantage of that, and in the media, keep telling them that you have to pay income tax. Oh my God. Fuck. Okay, back to the 0 point energy. You can buy a 0 point energy generator, but they're not very... How do I say this? It's better if you build one yourself, which there are tons of tutorials on YouTube. Big and small. You can build a giant one. You can build a small one. What it does is there's 2 magnets on sticks or coils. Those magnets spin like this, and when they're spinning, they're powering something. They're powering a light bulb, an LED. So 0 point energy is very real. I did find this fat kid on YouTube, off subject, off topic. I did find this, not very off topic, fat kid on YouTube that was like, this is how I learned telekinesis in 10 minutes. It's easy. I just had to watch a bunch of videos, and he does telekinesis so well. He just, but what gets me in those videos is that, why the fuck do they always use a piece of tinfoil? Why do they do that? Why aren't you trying? I've only seen one video of a kid opening and closing a refrigerator door. And he was doing this, and not every single time he did this, you could tell it wasn't a string, because some of the times it wasn't working. That's how you can tell if a telekinesis video is fake or real. It will either not work, and some of them... Oh, my brain's doing that thing where I think too fast. Let me just say, this kid, this fat kid, said, you just got to become one with the object. And I'm like, fuck, can't I just get a scientific, reasonable reason that that's happening? I don't want to hear you got to become one with the object. I don't like hearing that spiritual shit. Crystals, they give off a magnetic pulse. They're not strong magnetic pulse. The sun makes it slightly stronger, but not very strong. Crystals are in lots of things. They're in electrical devices. They're in phones. They're in... We just don't know that because they're refined. Cool. 0 point energy is something that needs to stay quiet. Because once it becomes found out by the government or the elites, fuck. They already know about it. But if people start finding out about it, that's when shit's gonna go down. Why am I telling all you? Because I find it fascinating and I want people to be able to get free energy. If everyone got free energy, how would the energy companies make money? Just like the medical industry, when you find out that cannabis cures cancer, you're like, why am I using chemo, which costs thousands of dollars and kills the person? When people find alternative ways to live, that makes the government angry. Because they're like, no one's buying from us anymore. That's the government. That's you, government. Honestly, when I have my own fucking house, it's going to be far away from other people. 2, I'm going to have a driver's license, so I'll be able to leave the house, park anywhere I want, because I want to fucking get a bus. I'm getting off subject, but I don't give a fuck. It's my channel. I'll talk about what I want to talk about. When I get a bus, I am going to try to learn how to power it with zero point energy. That way I'll never have to fucking buy gas again. There's one YouTube video which is super confusing on YouTube about how you can power anything with 0 point energy. Your phone won't charge and you don't have a plug, 0 point energy. But you gotta learn how to hook the right things up and... If you got a cell phone charger, a long charger, and you cut it in the middle, and then you use a wire stripper to strip so you can see the 2 wires inside the charger. If you hook that up to a 0 point energy generator, you could potentially just charge wherever you go. Like I said, they're not hard to make. Look up 0 point energy. I'm going to end it here and just say, if you learn how to do this, like completely, you're really good at it, 1, teach me, and 2, don't tell other people that you know about it. Don't. The people who want to learn about 0 point energy will look it up. The people who don't know need to stay not knowing. Just like how you can get more miles to the gallon on a car using baking soda and a few wires and 2 jars. Wow. Just look up powering a car with baking soda. There are so many alternatives to the things we do in society. We're just brainwashed to do these things over and over and over again, and then we think it's the only way. Use your brain.